Hello and welcome. This is Giant Stride. It's a new program on this channel where we bring you stories of the giant strides of the Aregbesola administration in this state. It is a program where we will bring you reports, special ones, concerning the unprecedented developments as they occur in your locality, in your area, and especially as they impact on you as citizens or residents of this state. I am Adebayo Rashid Mabayoje, welcoming you on the program. You're welcome again. Giant Stride is a program where you have every week on this channel, this hour, reports of developments as far as the strides of the Aregbesola administration is concerned. And on our lineup today, we have a quite number of them, such stories that will really interest you. But before we get down on the program, I'd like you to know that it is participatory. That is, you can be a part of this program by sending in your comments and suggestions on our social hub that is scrolling on your screen at the moment. And you can bet that we're going to give you a very nice treat. On our lineup today, first on it, it's the much talked about tablets of knowledge, Opon-Imo. The distribution has started, and recently over 200 students of the senior class in this state of Osun have started receiving their tablets. That is our first story on the program today.
The resolve of Governor Rauf Aregbesola's administration to overhaul the architecture of the education sector in the state of Osun is being backed with practical commitment with the distribution of Opon-Imo computer tablets to secondary school students in the state. The distribution commenced at the Atauja School of Science, Osogbo.
Are you happy?
The students, who were obviously enchanted with the device, were full of praises and gratitude to the governor for his unparalleled commitment to the revival of academic excellence in Osun.
I show my appreciation to the governor that for helping us provide this tablet of knowledge to know more better about education and to help us in our academic excellence. I thank the governor.
I'm very happy about this kind of privilege. I think it will help us in terms of reading. It will enhance our knowledge, the knowledge concerning our books, that will help us to read very well and pass our exams.
The principal of the school, Dr. Agba, thanked the governor for the promise kept and also promised that the computer tablets will be put to optimum use, while adding that it will definitely enhance teaching and learning effectiveness in the school system.
We thank Mr. Governor. It's real, and we are happy, and we are ready to work with it, and we are sure that it will enhance our teaching and the learning and performance of the learners too.
Opon-Imo has 3 inbuilt application programs. They include e-book library, integrated text zone containing large bulk of past certificate examination questions of different examination broken, such as West African Examination Council and JAMB, and virtual classrooms which contain all the subjects being taught in the school curriculum.
And that's the story on Opon-Imo. The distribution has started, and we can assure you that we'll bring you updates on the distribution in our subsequent edition. Next on our lineup is the social welfare drive of the Aregbesola administration. By now, you must have heard of the Agba Osun. It is a platform through which the government takes care of the senior citizens of the state. Every month, a substantial sum of money is devoted to the welfare of the elderly in the state. That's not the story we're bringing you today, but we are bringing you another aspect. It's a special one of the social welfare drive of government. It has to do with those members of our communities that we feel they are no longer useful. Aregbesola says the story must change. And I tell you, it has started changing. You get to see that in this next story, as these people are taken off the streets, rehabilitated, given adequate medical attention, and reintegrated back into the society. And they are already becoming useful to us. This is the story.
They are members of our society, but are not mentally stable. They are neglected and left to roam the streets, thus constituting nuisance to the society. This prompted the government of the state of Osun to constitute a committee to evacuate them from the streets and seek medical treatment for them. But it is not a bread and butter task.
They are a reflection of humanity, and you are making jest of yourself the way you, in the moment you allow human beings of your own type to remain naked, to remain tattered in such a condition.
And you're welcome back again. You'd want to wonder that what is the outcome of that intervention? The next story will give you the answer, because after the rehabilitation, after the medical attention, we have a story of a young woman that has gone through that intervention, and she's now telling a success, sweet story of her experience. It will really, really arouse your emotion. So sit back and watch the story.
In 1996. We were ignorant of what was really happening, but it manifested really when she was about when she was about to finish her education at Ire Poly. Yes. Then when she came home, she started behaving somehow. Then we could see that something was fishy.
What I know is that I have a mental illness, which started when I finished my ND in 97.
The admission was deferred to another year. She was violent. When we asked her to do something, she would be annoyed. We were not ready to cooperate with us. Whatever we told her, she's not ready. So then along the line, my husband died 2006. So I was left alone with this case. So come December 31st, they brought her from that church to the house we left, carry her there, and I'm not ready to take her. So I was thinking, where will this girl be now? Nobody was ready to take her. She was outside.
I would just find myself on the street, roaming, carrying my Ghana must go, not knowing what happened.
This is not December. Even telling Gabari,
the governor of the state of Osun, Rauf Aregbesola, considered it very, very necessary to take care of every citizen in Osun, youth, women, children, elderly persons, vulnerable, destitute, and everybody, as a mark of his respect for humanity.
Formerly, we say I'm not the mother. But now, she knows me as her mother. She call mommy. What are you going to give to me now? So things have changed concerning her.
I'm all right, I'm okay, I'm loved, no sickness again. I need a suitable job, even that we are on the high pay, at least 50,000 per month.
Appreciation.
ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run fi gọ́vnà olóríire ó fi ṣe áńgẹ́lì.
He's always ready to listen to people and to help people. The Lord will continue to help him more and more. In Jesus' name.
But I want to appreciate the Osun State government for what they have done, for their contribution, their support, and their spiritual effort on me, which they are, because the money they charged us was exorbitant then, but they supported us, they paid us, they granted us financial support. I really appreciate them, and I pray that God will continue to strengthen them the more, and they will not fail in their efforts in Jesus' name.
We're going to have a massive intervention. That is why today we have a rehabilitation center at Ilobu for those of them who could not join their families, who are stranded, who are homeless. At the end of the rehabilitation, we take them to rehab center, train them on one or two things so that they can live happily.
If you are just joining us, this is Giant Stride, and what do we do on this program? We bring you reports of developments in your locality, in your area, and especially as they impact on you as residents or citizens of the state of Osun. Whatever the government is doing in your area, you get to hear about it via this channel. Once again, you're welcome. Our next story is economic related. It actually has to do with mining. A lot of illegal miners have eaten fat on the economy of the state. Why? Because in the last decades, they have engaged in lots and lots of illegal mining business all across the state. But the story has changed because the Rauf Aregbesola administration has set the ball rolling by way of raiding on these illegal miners. Our camera captured one of such raid exercise that occurred in Ilesha.
Osun has commenced a massive raid of illegal gold miners across the state, as 3 persons were on Wednesday evening arrested. The operation, which was led by the coordinator, Office of Mineral and Natural Resources, Office of the Governor, Mr. Tunde Ajilore, led a combined team of security operatives storming Itagumodi and Aruwa communities in Atakumosa West local government area, where the illegal gold miners carry out their activities without recourse to the government interest. The illegal gold mining site in Itagumodi was said to have been operated by a group of Chinese and one Alhaji Aruno. At the site in Aruwa, the illegal gold miners, however, took to their heels at the site of security operatives and officials from the Office of Mineral and Natural Resources. It was observed that the site visited by the team at Itagumodi and Aruwa has suffered massive degradation as a result of prolonged illegal mining operations in the place. Addressing journalists shortly after the raid, Ajilore said that the state government has vowed to bring perpetrators of the illegal mining to book in a bid to sanitize the system. According to him, the site belonged to the state government of Osun, of which it pays over 50 million as royalty to the federal government every year.
We are paying, this title belongs to us. This is where we are paying in all the titles we have in Osun State. Not only in Osun State, in several places. We are paying royalty to the federal government to the tune of almost 50-something million yearly. So nobody, company or group, has any right to come on that property. It's an economic sabotage. So if they are caught now, they are not better than people that are doing bunkering. So it's the same offense, economic sabotage.
While describing the damage done to the site as too enormous, Ajilore said the activities of the miners amount to economic sabotage, warning that the state government will not fold its arms and allow the situation to continue unchecked. Ajilore, who thereafter gathered the people of Arewa community, took time to enlighten them on the inherent danger of the illegal activities of the miners, emphasizing the adverse ecological and socio-economic effect on the people of the area and the government in general.
nǹkan yìí gbà lulu yan kí wọ́n mi ṣe lórí ilẹ̀ tíá kí wọ́n mi kó wọn àlùmọ́ọ́nì ọ̀rọ̀ tíá kí wọ́n mi kó lọ gbogbo oníbẹ̀ mi fún aláyè kí wọ́n fún aláyè kìíní rè mi jalè ìjọba. èkejì wọn mi gbẹ́ síbẹ̀ ni tọ́bajẹ́ ìwò tẹlifíṣàn àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ lamẹ́ríkà tsunami ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo ènìyàn gájí ọ̀pá gbogbo millions of people kó parun ara nǹkan fà ní níwò ni sọ́wọ́ yẹ kẹjẹ wípé ìyá gbà àwọn ọmọ karambà nìkan láyè ń jẹ́ ohun àlùmọ́nì àti ọrọ̀ gbogbo rí á kan dẹ̀ bọ́ síbẹ̀ ṣé ìdèbí àti mímú ṣáà nìkan.
Speaking, some of the residents in Arewa communities, Lawrence Aluko, Sunday Oladele and Chief Laoyin Alaba, expressed their readiness to support the government to end illegal mining in the area. Also condemning the illegal activities of the miners, the Atagumodi of Itagumodi, Obafamade Kosele, stated that he was sometimes informed that over 2,000 laborers hired by the illegal miners are all over the place, adding he will never support any illegal activity.
Láti fún ìjọba ní full support ìwà náà fẹ́ kẹ́nìkan kó máa kó kàn wá kó máa kó àǹfààní tó jẹ́ tiwa kó máa kó lọ sí ọ̀dẹ̀ sọ gbọ́n tí ìjọba bá ti fẹ́ ń bẹ̀ a máa support ìjọba lé lórí.
However, the site has been declared sealed and placed under surveillance immediately after the raid, which Ajilore said will be taking place from time to time.
Oh yes, hard work, hard work. Oh yes, hard work, hard work. That is the slogan. It has become a vogue in every home. If you have not gotten it, then take it. That is the slogan of the Osun Youth Empowerment Scheme volunteers. It's no longer news that the first batch, that is the first 20,000 youths that were engaged, first 100 days of this administration, have exited, and another 20,000 have just recently been engaged.
Oh you ready? Oh yes! Are you ready? Oh yes! Are you ready? Oh yes!
The Osun Youth Empowerment Scheme, OYES, has been a success story. The scheme has taken many youth off the street through their engagement in productive activities and social services. It is another example of promise kept and fulfilled by the governor of the state of Osun, Rauf, Aregbesola. After the successful passing out of the first batch of 20,000 OYES volunteers who participated in the scheme between 2011 and 2013, another batch of 20,000 volunteers have been engaged, and this new batch will exit the scheme in 2015. And as part of the activities of the orientation exercise, the new intakes have held an endurance trek. The endurance trek took place simultaneously across the state. In a show of leadership by example, Governor of the state of Osun, Rauf, Aregbesola, led the Osogbo endurance trek for cadets from Osogbo, Olorunda, Ede North and Ede South local government councils. He is not happy about the high unemployment rate crippling the youth population, the supposed leaders of tomorrow.
The response, I must confess, the response this time around was not as high as when this scheme was introduced. When we introduced OYES, we received over 250,000 applications. We could only accommodate 8%. But from the latest record I got, about 150,000 apply this time around. That figure is still high. That figure is still high. What it meant was that there are 150,000 able men and women who want to do this, but we could only pick 20,000. It is quite disheartening that that is the statistics on employment in our land. As sad as it is, we are happy and proud that we are one of the very few governments that realize the importance of what we are doing. Empowerment for the most energetic segments of society. You are the life of our society. But unfortunately, circumstances of our environment and society will not allow us to tap to the fullest your capacity.
For providing them with a means of livelihood and opportunity to contribute meaningfully to the development of the society, the cadets were full of appreciation for the man who gave them hope when they were hopeless.
We are youths and, we've been searching and searching for jobs. Thank God that our honorable governor, in person of Rauf Aregbesola, has created a big chance for us. We are happy. We are very, very happy as a youth.
So for this, it promotes our health generally.
Yes. Because during this endurance work, there are many people that are not fit enough to walk from one place to another. Doing this one, maybe we keep fit to do our work.
An elaborate event marking the formal deployment of the new volunteers is expected to come up soon.
Our next report is taking us to Ejigbo, where the Speaker of the Osun Assembly, Right Honorable Najim Folashayo Salam, gave some what we call dividend of democracy to his people. It is a way by which, according to him, to show that he is very, very appreciative of the support, politically and otherwise, that his people have given him since the running of his administration in the Osun Assembly.
It was all joy and jubilation at Ejigbo, the constituency of the Speaker of the State of Osun House of Assembly, Right Honorable Najim Salam. Presided over by Governor Rauf Aregbesola, some of the residents were given items to help them earn a living, thereby improving their lives and their contributions to the society. The items are worth millions of naira. They include a salon car, tricycle, motorcycles, grinding machines, electronics, wheelchairs, and education materials, among others. The policy of the state government does not encourage the execution of constituency projects by lawmakers, but Speaker Najim Salam says that the gesture is part of his personal contribution to the development of his constituency.
Yeah, it is true that the government does not embark on constituency projects, but as a matter of fact, I've been paid. And out of what I've been given, there's nothing bad in it if I use part of it, or major part of it, to develop my people in my constituency. And that is exactly what I'm doing today. I'm using what I have, what I get through the salary to empower people from my constituency.
The beneficiaries, especially the artisans who were presented with various implements, were full of praises for the speaker. They said it will go a long way in boosting their economic productivity and their general standard of living.
If not the effort of the speaker, the parent, let me put it that way, that it's only helping our able governor who is doing everything. It will boost the moral and knowledge attitude of the students. I really appreciate him, and God will guide him and save him.
Going to be a great benefit to the people generally. It's a kind of feedback on the people. It's a kind of a dividend of democracy. Many people are happy, empowering people and making people reap the fruit of what they did in the past. Campaigning, moving from one place to other, struggling for positions. So at the end of the day, their candidates have been able to be in the post, and now it's now giving back to them. It's a kind of reaping the fruit of their labor.
Governor Rauf Aregbesola, who commended Speaker Salam for his kind gesture and love for his people, promised that the ACN-led government in the state of Osun will continue to make the welfare of the people the cardinal thrust of government programs.
It's all right. I commended him. In my speech, I commended him. This is a good demonstration of concern and interest. Though it has its own limitation in terms of reach, but as a demonstration of interest, commitment, and willingness to support you, we cannot doubt his sincerity. So I commend him. It's an amazing effort. Considering that there is no community constituency project from which you could get whatever you are witnessing were bought from whatever you could save from the salaries, we must commend him.
The items were meant to empower the beneficiaries in order to make them self-reliant and self-sufficient. Speaker Najim Salam said it is his humble way of giving back to the society and a practical way of saying thank you to members of his constituency.
And beautiful viewers at home, this is where I will be drawing curtains on the program Giant Stride. Thanking you immensely for sharing your time with me on the program and assuring you next week, same time on this channel, we will be bringing you fresher reports on the program. Events of government as they happen in your locality, in your area, and especially as they impact on you as citizens of the state. Till next week, I'm asking you, bye-bye.